Hello, I'm back again. Yeah, this is my postseason thoughts. As of the wild card weekend. Saturday and Sunday, and the games were kind of split of the excitement of being close, winning one game blowout, and one game a close game on between the both days on each day. I guess I'll start talking about the Houston Texans and the Kansas City Chiefs. The 30-0 score is not indicative of the game action. Wow. To be honest with you, Houston was actually only down 13-0 for about 3.5, like two and a half quarters. What the Houston problem is? They need a QB. And Hoyer just wasn't getting it done. I don't know. I guess once again, not every Michigan State quarterback can be a smashing success. We'll get back to that in the next part of this video. And J.J. Watt went out injured, and that pretty much was the end of Houston there. They made a couple of defensive plays, Cushing, but just not enough. And I'm sure Hopkins, basically saved the game. He was out saved directly. Wait, why didn't I get the ball? I'm the man, I can't get the ball. I'll just say this much. Congratulations, Chiefs, you're winning, but you're going to the New England Patriots next, and your season show in there. Great winning streak. But it'll be over next week. Okay, next. The late game. A very good AFC matchup between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the penalty chief, Cincinnati Bengals. There's an old friend of mine named Chief. He's always caught penalties and fouls all the time. I'm sure he threw the flag by everybody in Cincinnati. You got Burkett and Adam Jones / Pac-Man, who gobbled up any chance of Cincinnati beating Pittsburgh. They had it right where they wanted to give them two 15-yard penalties on the same play. I mean, is it just possible? I think Cincinnati probably would have won that game the way they handled the late part of the game. A.J. McCarron came through as the QB big time. But as usual, Roethlisberger, Evans gets hurt, and Jones comes in relief. And they're without Le'Veon Bell, they're without Williams. They're out their two best running backs, and they still hung in there and played. I have to give them props. That's including that the knocking Burkett just whammo. Ooh. Antonio Brown. And trust me, that was a late hit. He will probably get I'm sure I'll be shocked if he gets anything less than at least a 2-game suspension for that. That was just malicious. And he would have got at least fined even back there in the days when they allowed you to take headshots like that. I'm just sitting there like, that was called rivalry game number 3. You had the team with the division play each other 3 times in the same season. Things are getting a little testy and personal. Yes, it was getting personal. It was getting heated. But I gave Pittsburgh credit. They kept it cool. They kept their heads on. The Joey Porter come out there. I guess he had flashback to his playing days. He'll probably get fined coming on the field. But hey, guess what? What can I say? They make great TV, and it definitely made a late night game wake it up after that snoozer afternoon game. And Pittsburgh won 18-16 on a late field goal and 35 yards up the middle, which we'll get to next. Next part of the video. The 1 o'clock game on Sunday between the Minnesota Vikings and the Seattle Seahawks. That was straight up old school, cold air, cold outdoor winter football. Personally, I thought they would just, I might have called that game because it's too dang on blasted cold to be out there in that weather. Me personally, I don't think I want to be quarterback responsible for throwing the ball and that doggone thing. It went on like a wounded quack duck. But it didn't. And it did for both teams. And it was a tough run. I mean, Adrian Peterson basically was shut down. He had a key late fumble. Then, despite the Seattle only managed to get a field goal, Minnesota had 2 of the cracks at it, including the game-winning 27-yard field goal with 26 seconds left. Missed it left. Lace would turn the wrong way. Look here, that distance you don't worry about trying to smack it. Just get up over the line and lob it in there. Don't have to look pretty. Just get it in there. But you missed a field goal, 27-yard field goal. I think any average Joe could have come off the street and make that one, even the laces turned the wrong way. This is where you hit it at, not the laces. Not that much physics off of your kick. Sorry, not from that distance. No excuses. It's called a field goal choke. And that's worse than Scott Norwood. At least Norwood was a 47-yard field goal. Gee whiz won the Super Bowl late in the game. And quite personally, yeah, I think the guy would be cut if they're missing the field goal like that. Well, there's just no way. You just can't chip it up there, put it in there. But that was a great dramatic game. Defensive struggle, only one touchdown that game. And the lowest scoring game in years ever won a playoff game on the road, which will be the theme of this. I'll talk about that in a minute. As you get to the late Sunday game between Green Bay and the Washington Redskins. Yeah, that other quarterback was the Cousins from Michigan State. The starter over Hoyer that played for Houston. Actually, Cousins had a pretty good game, but they couldn't put together enough offense in the second half and no established any running game to keep with the Green Bay Packers. Rodgers actually didn't have one of his better games, but he did enough just to win. You know, out there was his win, baby. Despite early safeties and struggles and the offensive line early struggles, I had to give him credit. You're talking to a guy who can't stand the Packers. But he just said that this, double discount check Kirk Cousins out the playoffs. Cousins had a good year. I tell you right now, despite that, Cousins about to get paid, baby. Cash check in. If he stays in watching RG3, peace out, brother. Love you, but couldn't get it together. I'd like to make a couple of other comments out. Some Lions new GM advice to you: keep Caldwell. Johnson will come back. Promise you that. You just don't come and try and leave everything alone for a year. Just do a good job. Just draft a couple of offensive linemen, get a DB, and make sure to get DeAndre Levy healthy. Everything will take care of itself after that. Other thoughts also: tonight's national championship game between Clemson and Alabama. You know what? I went back to watch some other games between Marshall quarterback at Auburn and Johnny Manziel at Texas A&M. And if you can throw in pass balls to get Alabama, they have no answer. I don't care how good you are. It's just hard to stop a team that has that many weapons. I also believe that Clemson's defense is greatly underrated in this situation. And I think Alabama's offense is not all that great. I mean, Michigan State actually lost badly, but they did show one thing. They could shut down the run, and Clemson has much better athletes. I'm going to go this squares. I'm going to go 31-17. Clemson wins the national championship. It's going to be somewhat competitive game, but I think Clemson just has too much firepower for them. I think Nick Saban is a great coach, great strategist, but sometimes the better team just wins. And this time, I think they could beat I think Clemson's second team could beat Alabama. This last day about Michigan State third team could have lost to Alabama. Michigan State first team could have lost to Alabama's third team. I think Clemson Black Ops is still slightly better than Alabama as a whole anyway. That's my opinion. I'm sticking to it. Any other thoughts on this wild, wild weekend? Let me know. Hit me back up. Yeah. Any thoughts? Any opinions? Counter thoughts? Whatever. I don't care. Figure it out. I'll be back to blog later on about a few other things. We got some social issues to attack actually in the city of Detroit. You'll figure that out by tomorrow. See you later. Peace out. Love you too, Facebook land. Go Lions. Keep Jim. Beat me up, Scotty.